Good evening, Patriots, and welcome back to Mason Cable News. My name is Kylan Adams.
And I'm Alexis Whitted.
Alexis, how's your week been so far?
It's been pretty good, Kylan, except for this rainy weather. I don't really like it. How about yours?
Pretty much the same, but we're almost there.
Yep, almost there. The first presidential debate wrapped up at Hofstra University in New York yesterday. There were multiple watch parties on campus, including the JC and the Global Center. Moderated by NBC anchor Lester Holt, Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and Republican nominee Donald Trump participated in the hour-and-a-half spectacle. The first 30 minutes were calm and fairly cordial until Clinton began taunting Trump on his business record, which then moved Trump in the debate into a different direction. Controversy over the role of the moderator arose during the debate lead-up. Moderator Lester Holt largely remained quiet and let the two candidates spar at each other. According to Nielsen, an estimated 84 million people watched the debate, breaking the record set by the 1980 debate between Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan, and making it the most watched debate ever. Twitter spokesman Nick Pasillo called the event the most tweeted debate ever, surpassing the 10 million tweet mark set by the first 2012 presidential debate. Multiple post-debate polls gave Secretary Clinton a slight edge, but still left many independent voters unswayed. On October 4th, the vice presidential debate at Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia, will be the next highly watched political event, followed by the second presidential debate on Sunday, October 9th. To get the latest political news and voting information in preparation for Election Day on November 8th, Mason Votes has resources on their website at masonvotes.gmu.edu.
In the wake of the latest high-profile shooting, multiple Black Lives Matter silent protests occurred around the nation, including at GMU. Last Thursday at the Clock Tower, a silent protest of about 100 students gathered around in a large circle to pay their respects to the death of Keith Lamont Scott and Terrence Crutcher. Silent protests within the movement have arisen since NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick protested the United States national anthem by not standing while the anthem was being performed. The action in discussion on police violence has been widespread as of late, with other minor and major athletes kneeling during the anthem. Just yesterday, world-class tennis athlete Serena Williams expressed her support for the movement and vowed that she would not be silent on the issue.
The Fall for the Book event is back on the Fairfax campus this week from Sunday, September 25th until this Friday, the 30th. The festival brings together people within the Nova region to celebrate the passion of learning through reading. The program gives an opportunity to writers and published authors to connect with the readers in an active, engaging atmosphere. Throughout the week, there are tables at the North Plaza where you can learn about attending different events.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Or job. The Fall 2016 Career Fair is occurring at the Johnson Center, Dewberry Hall next Wednesday and Thursday, October 5th and 6th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The campus-wide fair will have internships, co-ops, full-time jobs, and part-time jobs. Wednesday, October 5th will be centered for students that have a science, technology, engineering, and math focus, while Thursday, October 6th will feature a business, public service, and non-tech focus. The fair attracts more than 1,500 students each day and is open to all students and alumni of George Mason University. Remember to bring your polished resume or create one on October 4th from 1 to 7 p.m. in Sub 1, room 3400. Good luck.
Free t-shirt alert, the online Patriot Success Survey is currently open for Mason students to take. Participation in the survey helps the school gauge their process in meeting student needs and provide student resources to know their strengths and weaknesses. Additionally, if you fill out this 15-minute survey, you can head over to the JC and redeem a free class t-shirt this week.
Stay tuned after this commercial break for Freshman's Corner, and then we'll have your sports report with Lexi Hodgson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cody Borden here for your first episode of Freshman's Corner for this semester. This week, we're talking about one of the most exciting things going on campus early in the year, Rush Week. Anthony, what fraternity did you rush?
I rushed Phi Kappa Sigma my freshman year when I first got here.
I joined AO Pod.
I rushed Beta Theta Phi.
How was that experience?
It was a lot going on freshman year, but it was nice to have people to go to and something to be doing, especially as a commuter to George Mason. It helped me get a lot more involved on campus, and it helped me just have a lot of fun my first year here.
The Rush experience was a really fun process, especially at the end when you got to find out what sorority you were actually in. And throughout the experience, I learned a lot about my personal values, so that was really rewarding to me because I got to find out more about myself and find like-minded people in the sorority that I joined.
I loved it. I found it to be really relaxed, really genuine. I found the conversations that went on during the rushing process to be like, and a lot of the interactions that I had to be just genuine person-to-person talks and really connecting with the course.
Would you recommend it to other people?
I would definitely recommend Rush or Greek life to anybody. I will say that I feel like Greek life isn't for everybody, but there's also such a variety that you easily can explore and find where you click with other fraternities or sororities.
Definitely would, especially if you're looking for a group of people who have similar interests as you and also who just want to get together and make a couple good friends that you know will last a lifetime.
I would totally recommend going through the recruitment process to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman or if you're a junior. Really, it's good for everybody, and you can meet so many cool people, and you can find people that have the same values and morals as you, and you can really make a support system out of those girls.
Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week for our next episode of Freshman's Corner.
Sports Report. Congratulations to Akin Lesochu for earning Atlantic 10 Co-Rookie Soccer Player of the Week. He received recognition just a week after scoring a goal against High Point University, which not only won the Patriots the game, but also tied him for a team lead with 2 goals this season. Unfortunately, 2 late goals cost the men their game this weekend against Siena, with one scored at the end of regulation and the other being scored just a minute into overtime. The final score was 2-1. The Patriots will get back on the road this weekend as they head to Richmond to play the VCU Rams. Good luck. After 2 back-to-back home wins against Loyola and Hampton for the women's volleyball team, both being 3-0, the ladies unfortunately suffered 2 away losses this past weekend. One against St. Louis with a score of 3-0, and the other against Dayton this past Sunday with a score of 3-1. The team will be back in action this Friday at home to play Rhode Island. Make sure you go out and support them at 7 p.m. at the Rec. Well, Patriots, that's it for your sports update. For more information on the latest sports, visit gomason.com. We'll be back with our newest segment, Behind the PhD, right after the commercial break.
WGMU Radio and WGMUradio.com. Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. Reed, Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
To promote the book as much as possible here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
The birther movement issue resurfaced on the presidential debate stage Monday night. The movement began before President Obama's first term in 2008. A conspiracy arose that then Senator Obama had not been born in the United States, but actually born in Kenya. Those a part of the movement demanded his birth certificate as proof of birthplace. Within the last month, Trump has agreed that President Obama was born in the United States after more than 4 years. During the debate, Clinton argued that the movement was a direct target against President Obama's skin color, and her opponent Trump had furthered the toxic movement. Trump fought back and pinned the root cause of the debacle on Clinton and her 2008 primary against Obama. What do you guys think about the situation?
I think he's only in term for another 3 months. Like, does it really matter at this point? I think that's silly.
I agree with you, Alexis. I feel as though, why are we talking about this? We're focused on two candidates who can possibly take that position. I think it's just taken away from what's really going on in America.
Agreed.
Yeah, it happened almost 8 years ago, so yeah, I agree.
Crazy. Well, George Mason, thank you for tuning in. But be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Mason Cable Network to keep up with the latest news on and off campus. I'm Alexis Whitted.
I'm Kyland Adams.
And I'm Lexi Hodgson. See you again next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.